All right, guys, I am back, and you know, gotta do that, man. Gotta fix the audio. All right, I think I'm back. I had to fix the audio, and that was, you know, I gotta have audio. It kind of drives me crazy. Gotta have music, man. That really gets me in the mood to draw. So what I'm doing here right now, I just want to make sure I get the stream going again. What I'm doing right now is, okay, there you go, now it's working, is doing a prompt from Inktober for the Inktober challenge. So I'm doing a Lord of the Rings theme, and I'm drawing, you know, studying to, you know, just practice, get better, and you can never have enough practice. And I'm using Copic markers. I'm using a very kind of comic book style. A lot of hatching and cross-hatching. Just like back to art school again. And anybody that follows my streams, you know, this is a good way to study something. So like right now I'm studying like the hand, and I'm doing a Lord of the Rings kind of cool drawing. So I'm practicing. Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, Todd, hey, Scott, Lynn, all you guys, Jason, everyone's up pretty late tonight, which is cool. And I always thought I was the only one that's up this late, but cool, I guess not. God, night owls. I say vampires. Adding little hatch marks for detail. And this actually helps with painting too, because it shows you which way to paint layers and directions to go. So when you draw, it transfers over to a lot of different mediums. And that's really always works out really well. And I wanted to do the Inktober challenge and really stick with it. So, I mean, I didn't do every day perfectly yet, but that's all right. I mean, you know, I like doing it. I like keeping up. And a lot of times, you know, when I first started out, I would just kind of just give up on something. But when it comes to my art, I never give up on that. It's always something I would try to follow through, even if I don't do my whole, what I intended to do, you know? So that's always really important. Hey, what's going on, Dustin? Hey, what's up, man? Lynn, my son's watching. Love your work. Thanks for sharing, Lena. And great work always. Hey, what's up, Todd, man? What's going on, bro? I was talking about you in my last stream, but people couldn't hear me because my mic wasn't working correctly, so I fixed that. And I was saying that my friend Todd was wanting to get into drawing more, and I suggested draw what you like to draw. And the great thing about that is, you know, like do a study, get a book, like what I have here, and you know, take anatomy, so like instance the hand, and work that and do it to like a theme that you like. So make it to like what I'm doing tonight is a Lord of the Rings drawing. So I drew out the hand right here. I'm just drawing in the detail now. So like right here, you get more serious with it. The curve of the hand, really important. You know, these little subtle curves, I make sure I hit, and I want to get it really, really well. Let me move up the paper so you can see it better. And move, actually I'm left-handed, so that's not gonna work. So I'm right here now, and I'm really moving up and moving the drawing across, and I kind of change it. You know what, actually I'll leave it since I have it like this. And this is all done in Copic markers in ink. And the great thing about doing drawing with Copic markers is, hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, what's up, June? Hey, what's up, Katrina? All you guys for checking me out, watching me. And the great thing with Copic markers is you can do the base layer. Like I see that I drew all this with a marker, and it's really like sketching, so you can lay out the design and still not have to be so permanent. And that's what I like about it. And a lot of people think that grab like the really black markers, but I like to work in layers and tones. You can do some really cool stuff with that, you know? So I want to go out here. I do, but I don't. I don't know if I want to go this way or that way. I think I'm going to just go down like this, because if I do that, it's going to look kind of weird. So I'm always making little decisions like that when I'm drawing. So that's good. And maybe just kind of focus on another part. So I move around a lot. And that's because I get kind of confused about what I'm doing in an area. So I'll do a part and I get some progress done. And then move around back to the other side again. And these are drawn in cylinders. So if you're drawing a hand, some tips right here. This whole thing right here, what's up top, I date everything I draw, even when different on these pages. Right on, man. Yeah, date it all and save it all. So right here, they're like cylinders. So it comes and swipes down there. There's another circle right here, you know. So the hand is like these little semicircles and all these little layers. So this is another cylinder part layer. And these are on the same plane, right? So this is bumps in like that. And then this bumps in like that. I'm actually moving this way now. So it's on the same plane. And then move it around. And then it can come and finish this round area right here. So whenever I draw with these like really round shapes. And even if the shapes are kind of off, it's okay, because it looks a lot better when your shape has depth and form. When your shape has depth and form than if it's just flat. You never want to really have any flat work. And I can tell a professional from a novice by how their forms are. Are they shaped? Are they depth? Have they been studying the you know, how to draw, you know, and all that, and that comes with just time and practice. And definitely that's really what I learned in art school too, as a professional artist. I went to the Heron School of Art and Design, and they taught me so much over there. I was just there for a year, and then I studied design, but I really wish I would have stayed. But you can learn all this stuff yourself, man. Just YouTube it. I mean, you know. And follow me. We'll try to teach you as much as I can. If you have any questions and stuff like that, and all that good stuff. So we're doing a Lord of the Rings. If anybody's just joining me, checking me out, I'm doing like a Lord of the Rings right there, kind of Gollum from Lord of the Rings. You zoom out a little bit so you can see. So that's done. I have like the basic outline of it. And then I want to move, before I add some more etching, we are lost. To the hands. That's like all these little small detail, and that can always come to the end, but I'm kind of neurotic that I have to finish these little areas real fast before I move on. I don't know, that's just me, I guess. Super hyper focused in it. So then I want to move to a different, a darker tone. So this is the number 2, and they have 2 sides. They have like a little marker side that's like a brush, and then they have a flat side. I like using the brush because this is why, because I airbrush and I use paint brushes, so I'm very familiar, I guess you would say, with using brushes. And see how that lightly fades it in? It's like a medium gray. It's like a 20% gray. And that way you can give your drawing depth and shadow. But notice when I'm drawing, I'm not just making a flat brush just to fill an area. I'm doing these little cylinders, these little curves, and all these little spots right here. So I'm still following the contours And even if you're just filling it in, don't get lazy and don't like just brush it in, because it really, the little subtlety people can tell, and that's what separates you, you know, just putting that little work. And it's really relaxing to not be airbrushing all the time. This really kind of helps my drawing skills, and you know, just changes things up. I have touched pens. Yeah, so just play with them, mess around. These Copic markers are really awesome. They're pretty expensive, but I went to Hobby Lobby and got them on sale. Used like that coupon thing, and it was like, instead of 50 bucks, it was like 30 or something like that. And that way, if you make a mistake, you know, you can just fix it. So that's all the shadow right there. And if you see in the side, I have this Gollum character. Dude, I love Lord of the Rings. I don't know if there's any Lord of the Rings fans, but I definitely am. I don't know if you saw my post. It was like, she's not down to watch Lord of the Rings, man? Trilogy party, dude? Then, she ain't the one, man. Gotta watch Lord of the Rings with me. So add his little eye right here. His big eye, actually. Little cylinder for his head. Has little orc ears. What is Gollum? He's not an orc, is he? He's his own creature. He's like kind of like a evil thing. His teeth are kind of like that. So I have him right there. So I'm just messing around and I'm just putting them in there. Nothing really serious. Just get it done. I was talking to Todd. I'm like, you know, Andy Warhol says, you know, don't worry about it. Making art, just get it done. So, you know, technique will take care of most of that. So, bam. And I like talking to people, DMing me, and I think I get too. I got to get back to work, but you know, they always give me good insights for stuff and share books. And you know, my friend Todd shared a book that I had that he was working with. So that's really cool. I see what people are working on, and that gives me ideas too, inspiration. So that's good. That's about as far as I can go with this right here. Now I want to switch to a number 0s right there, number 6, no, number 4 right here. And I want to use the brush side again. And this is where all the depth comes in again right here. So, pull that up again. So I'm back here. Let's start with this finger right here. You can see it right there. And do all the shadows down here. I'm kind of dragging the brush too. Notice how I do drag it. That kind of smears it and blends it at the same time, I guess you'd say. This hand's kind of human-y. I'm gonna kind of claw and make it a little like jagged and crazy like Gollum's hand is. But I want to get the form right. Kind of right here. Bam. So there you go. It kind of went off the page. If you notice that right there. color it all in there actually. I opened Procreate. Oh, cool, man. Procreate, what is that actually? Is it an app? So I had the hand right here. It's really good, really, I mean dark, with the tones that I like. Maybe a little too dark here, but I'm gonna add some more layers on there, and I think that will kind of calm down the other colors, so it's not so like just one value. So this is a number 6 right here for the Copic marker. I think I need to add more light shadow in there, so I'm leaving it empty because I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to lose my little, I don't want to lose those colors. That feels good like that. And this is all done marker, all freehand, no pencil or anything. So I really want to practice on paying attention to the form, because if I don't pay attention, then it won't come out that well. So it's definitely a challenge, but you don't have to do it. You can always just draw it out too. That's fine. Whatever you're comfortable with, as long as you're drawing, as long as you're doing something, you've already won. Like, you know, you've completed your goal. That's always my goal, is can I make something tonight? Can I make something? Just make something, Diego, and if you make it, you know, just keep on. Tomorrow, make something. Tomorrow, make something next day. So, yeah, man, you know, just draw and have fun. I think we're like always too hard on ourselves as artists too, you know? I know I am, and a lot of guys I talk to are, you know, so it's not, you know, it's a common thing that's really going around, and I like talking about it, so it gives other people courage to do their own stuff and not be so judgmental and worry about it. Because there's always someone out there who's gonna love your work, man. There's always somebody that's gonna appreciate it, and just find that somebody and just make stuff, or just make stuff for you, man. I just don't care, you know? Whatever motivates you. Not really good with drawing on it though. Oh, drawing app on the iPad, that's dope. See, that's cool, man. Maybe I'll mess with that too. You know, you gotta just get messing with it, and then you just get good. Like, I'm not good when I start off with stuff either, at all. You know, like, it's just part of the thing. So his hand's coming out the abyss of fire. Lava, kind of. And the ring's in the middle. And somehow I'm gonna mimic the ring. So I want to use a number 1 real fast before I go into that. Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, everyone, for checking me out. I appreciate it. And I'm doing a Lord of the Rings drawing for Inktober, and the prompt is Precious. I heard Precious, man. This is like Lord of the Rings, dude. You gotta have Lord of the Rings. I had to do it. I know everyone else is probably doing Lord of the Rings. I know, but I don't care because that was I'm a Lord of the Rings fan, so I could not pass that up, that opportunity. I'm like, oh crap, I gotta edit this video. But man, I saw that prompt. I'm like, yep, gotta go. Gotta draw it. Gotta draw it. So here I am. I don't even know what time. It's probably midnight or 1 a.m. or something like that. And before I go to sleep, I always put a movie in, so I'll probably put Return of the King is my favorite Lord of the Rings movie, Return of the King. I love that. That's the one, man. It's like they're doing that epic battle, and they're all epic battles, but you know, that one I love the most. I don't know about you guys. Okay, so let me find the top to this before I get too excited and break my markers. 12:01 for you. Okay, yeah, definitely. Hey, what's going on, Tina? Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for joining me. And if you're just checking me out, I am doing a Lord of the Rings drawing for Inktober. So I wanted to do a cool drawing for Inktober, and the prompt is Precious. So I saw Precious and thought Lord of the Rings. This ear right here, and definitely draws ear. Ed, hey, hands are one of the most difficult things to paint. Yeah, man, definitely, and I always kind of skip it, so this is some good practice of doing the cylinders and the hands and everything like that. So very like a very painterly look. So I'll put Gollum. Let's see. Actually, I think I have a better picture of him. Yeah, this will work. This is more detailed. I can work over this. His eyes super. His nose kind of up like that. He has like a kind of pushed-in nose, and then hollow it out right here. And mimic the other eye right here on the side. His tongue down here, and he's like those greedy little eyes. And then he's like no lips, barely, so we'll kind of draw that little line right there. And actually use a lighter color for that to mimic that. How the shadow's coming from the side of his face right there. Maybe move his eye a little this way, because he's going to be looking at the ring, so I kind of moved it a little bit over slightly. Diego has a brain fart and did not have the sound on here. Yeah, that YouTube, I didn't have the sound on it. I unplugged it and then everything just messed up, man. It's on now though, so that's done, that's cool. I want to go a little darker. Number four, where are you? Right here. Yeah, there's always something, isn't it? Like every stream has like one thing. Zoom in right here. Make his eyes a little more just stark. There you go. Now he's coming alive. putting this jaw right there. And the lava, that's just kind of lava-y. This is where I'm at.
No, I don't need a degree to know this ain't love at first sight. 'Cause I know how this works, I got my ABCs right. Oh, so let's play pretend.
Bam, so that's cool. Next would be a 6. Bam. So the Gollum's right there, and I'm gonna come in with the little tiny pencil. But the marker, the 0.5, and this is I love using this one. This is like my favorite one to use. This is the fun one. Let's see if I can get a little closer. I can right here. This is a 0.5. Little kind of eye, his eye right here. If you do a lot of portraits, you know there's like a little indent right there for the eye. So the prompt is precious. And Gollum is in love with his ring. And that's the thing, right? The thing that you love the most will destroy you. Whatever it is, I don't care what it is, it will destroy you if you do not, if you love it too much. That's the thing people don't understand, man. They think even if you're virtuous, even if the thing that you love is a good thing, it'll still destroy you. And then if you love it too much, and that's the reality, man, of life. And you know, this is kind of taking that reality and you know, just saying, hey, what's your ring? What is it that you think is so precious? And same thing with me, art, you know. Think you're too crazy, man, I think it'll destroy you, you know. But hey, what a ride. While you do that thing, you know. Trying to preach over here, trying to draw, just have some fun. I get all preachy. All right, so I'm hollowing out the eyes, drawing this indent right here, and really just drawing in that detail. So what I had was like a little kind of Gollum creature that was just kind of shadowy and he was in the background, but now I'm really putting in that detail right now to really bring him to the foreground, and a lot of these harsher marks and less soft. And then right there, man, so his eye is super wide and he's super like, he's like, what is he looking at? Give that little glare right there. Round out his head and just really commit to the drawing now, right? So really commit to the things that I really want to have in here, and what am I trying to say with the light and shadow. This is a number 4. Maybe a number 2 would work actually for this, because I want to color in his eye now, because his eye is like this light color. He has like a greenish kind of tone for his eye. And then really build in these folds now. Right there. And you can see it, you can really make the folds darker now because you have the darker marks in there. So you have the blacks in there. So you have the deepest, darkest black in there. And then now you can add the lighter intermediate tones again because you already established the darkest color and it doesn't look weird now. And so that's why it's really important to have your lightest lights in there and then throw some darkest darks in there just so you can establish that. See, now we can mess with his nose. Maybe throw a little kind of shadow right there on the side of his cheek too. And then bring all the shadows here underneath his nose. And maybe his like lip is kind of indented right there because he's like, mouth is kind of dragging, right? So I have that dragging feeling. So I bring these lines like that. That's the feeling I want to render, like that dragging, falling down feeling. So even now, so now that I know that, see, I didn't know that when I was drawing it, right? So I didn't know that when I was drawing it, but now I know what I want the painting to feel like. I want it to feel falling, I want it to feel dragging. Like that, see? Like, he's in the fire. And how do I do that? I'm gonna change the background now. I'm going to make it a diagonal background. So people ask, you know, how do you know? Well, you know, you just gotta think about it and really just put a little, you know, just put some thought when you're doing it, because you don't know right away. And I don't ever know either until I start drawing, painting, and then as it comes together, then I get ideas. And nothing's wrong, nothing's right, but you know, whatever feels right. So, little explosion, little circles. Maybe throw some little circles in there so it's not all lines. You know, build up the background in circles, half circles. Let's try that. See how that looks. Maybe give a little, yeah, that's cool. I like that. Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, what's up, Sean, Richard, Cypher, Derek, all you guys, thanks for joining me, checking me out, popping in, saying hi, all that good stuff. I didn't think anybody was up this late, but that's cool, man. I'm streaming anyways. Doing Lord of the Rings. This is from the Inktober challenge. I did a few the last couple nights, and I didn't stream them though, so I thought I would stream this one. Just strong. Another little hump I missed right here. It's right there, just kind of want to paint it in. Cool. Hey Lauren. Oh, this is precious. Ah, I like that one. Nice. Just looked over mine, I didn't see that. Yes. Alright, that's cool. I got those tones down. I got his teeth in here. Let me fix this. Okay, right. Let's zoom in right here. Sharpen his teeth up right now. I had to like that comment. That was pretty funny. Okay. Bam. That's good. That's good. Okay, cool. I got these tones in there, and now I want to add number 9, number 8. Number 8. I want to add more back. Number 6. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 4. So here's the Lord of the Rings Gollum. I'm going to finish it off camera, do a little more detail, and thank you guys for checking me out. All the good stuff. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.